Welcome to AEO Sports Prediction Lab on AEO Sports International. Here, we give you analysis, we break down the games, we study the forms, and we give you our match day predictions. All right, so today we'll just go into the games. Of course, we'll talk about the top 5 leagues. We'll talk about some other leagues that have our Nigerian brothers, the leagues like the Turkish League. We have, of course, we have to mention the Saudi League because we have Cristiano Ronaldo there. We have to mention the MLS because we have Lionel Messi there, and other leagues that have some very heated up games. So on the EPL today we have Burnley versus Bournemouth. These games are going to start by 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Burnley versus Bournemouth. That game, I see that game to be an over 1.5 game. Sunderland versus Brighton. I see that game to be an under 3.5 game. Arsenal versus Everton. I see Arsenal winning in that game. You can actually play that game home to win either half, Arsenal to win either half. Any of those options. Chelsea versus Newcastle. I see Chelsea winning in that game. And you can also play Joao Pedro to score in that particular game. West Ham versus Man City, that game, I see that game to be an over 2.5 game because I feel Man City has already given up on Madrid. So they will all come out to make sure that they close the gap on Arsenal. In La Liga, Atletico Madrid versus Getafe. Atletico Madrid are confident. They are already 5-2 up in the Champions League. So against Getafe are very strong, especially when they score you first. But I feel Atletico Madrid is going to win that game by 1 goal to. They are going to win that game. Man will give an a scoreline. They will just win that particular match. Real Oviedo versus Valencia are a game where they're very dicey. Valencia, they are not too good when they go away. But I feel that game is going to be an under 3.5 game or an under 10.5 corners in the game will not be up to 10, maybe just 9 at that range. Real Madrid versus Elche. Real Madrid is going to win. Of course, they have a 3-0 commanding lead over Manchester City. So they will come out to make sure that they close the gap against Barcelona. In the Bundesliga, Bayern Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich, I see that game to be an over 2.5 game. Of course, Bayern Munich, they're all but through in the next round of the Champions League. So they will all come out to make sure that the league is ended as quickly as possible. Dortmund versus Augsburg, I see Dortmund winning that game. Hoffenheim versus Wolfsburg, I think Hoffenheim is going to win that game. Either they win either half or they even win directly. In the Serie A, Inter Milan versus Atlanta, I see the game as over 1.5 game because Atlanta on their own, they are actually in form, even if Bayern Munich whitewashed them at the Bergamo. Napoli will definitely get an edge over Lecce at Napoli to win that game. Udinese versus Juventus, I think that game is going to be an over 1.5 game. Juventus are actually going to score, but I still know that Udinese is actually going to score. Juventus with that Davis, the English boy in the British boy in Udinese is having some good time. In Ligue 1, Lorient versus Lens, I think that game is going to be a voting score game or a 2x Lens to win a draw. Monaco is going to win Brest. In Turkey, Galatasaray versus Istanbul, I think that game is going to be an under 3.5 game or home win or draw for Galatasaray. Reason being that Galatasaray, they have a very crucial game against Liverpool. And given that Fenerbahce don't go lose their match yesterday, 0-2. They lost 0-2. So that you go give Galatasaray enough reason to even if they want drop points right, by resting their players. Yes, they still get edge over Fenerbahce. So that game, if you say that game, too much goals no go there, or Galatasaray will win or draw. Of course, Istanbul Bekeshka, they get a very good attacker where they pursue Paul Onachu bumper to bumper. Remember, Paul Onachu is on 20 goals, while Shmolodov is on 16 goals. Trabzonspor versus Keko Rizespor. Of course, the goal king is there, Paul Onachu. I think they are going to win, or they win either half. Then the Saudi League, Al Fateh versus Al Hilal. I think it's a straight win for Al Hilal at away. Then Al Khalej versus Al Nassr. I think it's also a straight win for Al Nassr. So both teams are going to win today, but Al Nassr needs to win more so they will extend the lead to 5 points. Right? So that's that for the prediction for this match week on the Saturday. What do you think? Your predictions. Remember, my predictions are not 100% perfect. You can actually contribute by dropping your predictions on the comment section.